The purpose of this video is to show a part being measured on a MicroView Vision machine. We're going to place the part in a small Renishaw fixture. I'm going to hit the rerun button. The machine's going to ask me for the sample number. I'll enter this happens to be sample 1. The machine then drives over and locates the center hole and sets up the first datum, which was datum D. Then it measures datum C. It gets the alignment of those, gets the intersection of those features, grabs a small 1mm probe and measures the height of some shoulder locations and also gets the inside diameter of those locations. I then park the probe and I go back to the camera and I measure a couple more items with the camera, like the outside diameter of it, which was number 5, number 6. This will be feature number 7, inside and outside diameter of those two edges. I grab the probe a second time, measure another circle. I did this in the order in which it was listed on the print. That's why it grabs the probe and goes back and forth between the probe and the camera. Get some overall heights with the probe. Park the probe again. Go back to the camera, measure a couple of other features, the diameter of these holes. Then I move out of the way and ask to flip the part over. I flip the part over to the second side. Just press the enter button. Machine then relocates the center hole as datum D again, sets datum C again, in case if it moved in the transfer. Measures the information on the back side of the part. Then I measure some planes in the bottom of it. This time I'm using the camera instead of the touch probe because the probe was the surface was too small to pick up with the probe. Even the 1mm probe was too big. So to measure this side with the camera, getting those planes. Gets all these height locations with the camera. Machine goes back and gets the probe again for this secondary side. Measure plane on this surface, re-level this surface with the plane, and I'm measuring the diameter in the bottom of this feature with the small probe. Then I go over and get another probe. This is a 2.5mm probe that we purchased especially for this application. I'll go ahead and pick up this datum again, but I do this so that I can measure the specific depth to get the undercut on those two bores, because I couldn't do it with the 3mm or 1mm ball. Finally, we come back, we take a couple more measurements, measuring the bottom of the center hole, and then I actually use the camera to find a cone angle because the probe was too large to get that cone in the bottom, so I'm doing it with the camera. Then I intersect this cone with these two faces to come with two diameters. And I get the diameter of those, I call them out, in the report, and also the angle of the cone. And at the end of this, we were able to produce a report showing us where everything fell as far as the actual nominal upper and lower spec limit. This concludes this demo.